the first one you can see is we're starting with the key of G. So when you start with the key of G, you put your pointer finger. So you put on the A string and 2nd fret. Okay. Your middle finger, 3rd fret on the low E string. And then you put your ring finger on the 3rd fret on the high E string, okay? And when you're playing this chord, sometimes it can be a struggle to stretch your fingers out so much, but the trick to this is you move your thumb up and down. So you don't want to put your thumb all the way up here, otherwise it's harder to play it. So you you make these platforms flat. You don't want to have it like this or like super angled like in, but you want it to be flat up until this joint. So that, and then you adjust your thumb where it's comfortable, and then you go through it. Make sure when you strum beginning on this string. Some chords, when you strum, you start on a different string, but with this one, you start all the way at the top. And make sure that when you don't have a pick, this is the posture you should have for your hand when you don't have a pick. So if I strum it, so yeah, make sure you get every string in there. You want that full sound, okay? And so when when I was talking about you want that full sound, you don't want to be muting any strings. So if I, for example, if I move my thumb up and I have these fingers, it's not as many strings. I can feel, no, you can tell when you're muting a string is when you feel the vibration of another string on another finger. For example, if I do this and I bend my middle finger, it's covering this string as well because I can feel the vibration. So when you're trying to play the G chord, try to avoid covering other strings at the same time so you get all the sounds. So again, yeah, one more time. Yeah. And when you're doing this, make sure that all the strength comes from here. So you don't want your forearm to be cramped. So it'll all come from here. Your strength will all come from there. Make sure you press down the strings to the point where you don't get this buzzing sound. So for example, if I don't push it down all the way, I might get, you hear that buzzing sound a bit. You don't want that. But you don't want to press too hard, because if you press too hard, it starts to go out of tune. So press it hard enough to the point where you don't get the buzzing, but not to the point where you go out of tune. And that's how it should sound. And that's how you play the G chord.